Hey everyone, it's RedEye's Mad Pais. As you'd expect, my interview with Kal Penn and John Cho about a very Harold&Kumar 3D Christmas was terribly serious and boring. No.
He usually sends me nasty messages.
I was mowing racial epithets into his lawn.
And he mistook
With a
my
weed
lawn
whacker.
for my neighbor's. So
I'm a terrible speller, so it didn't work.
ended awkwardly. That is correct. I don't smoke weed. I don't tend to offer that information up because it tends to disappoint some of the Harold&Kumar fans. But
No, I just
But yeah.
saw that it was there. John.
It's actually one of the things I love about playing a character like Kumar is that I've always found when I'm able to play characters that are similar to myself, they tend to be pretty boring because you're just sort of doing something you relate to.
Right.
He's just far more gregarious and out there than I am.
I was just gonna say I'm a Quaaludes man myself.
Yeah. That's true, actually, which is so strange that
I'm
you
into the lewds.
offer that up. I think your fans might be disappointed to know that.
And the Doan, the methadone,
Don't.
Ludes and Doan.
Jeez. You're welcome.
What else do those three have in
It's a
common?
curious connected dots
Yeah.
illustration.
Yeah. They're all owned by Richard Branson.
Let's see. There's no connection, which is to say that the writers John and Hayden wanted to veer after each movie. They wanted to jerk the steering wheel as hard as they could. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's a metaphor. There's no actual steering wheel.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll take
It's
this
the direction of the franchise is what I mean to say.
metaphor, euphemism,
You know what I'm saying?
whatever
Like if you were
works.
to imagine the franchise as a car,
I think he understands.
they were direct.
He understands.
They were jerking the proverbial wheel
So
on the
lost.
front, but it's not a
I'll never
literal
follow.
car, and there's no literal steering
He
wheel. Is what I mean to say.
Oh boy. Very high. They're always high.
Yes.
He has,
What's he up for? For in this movie? Oh yeah,
best actor.
best movie. I think he's gonna win best movie.
They give that to individual people now.
Best Patrick Harris at the least.
Yeah.
Bobby Patrick Harris, not as good an actor as Patrick Harris.
His brother Frank Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
Not in the running.
Sherrod Patrick Harris is
Sherrod.
awful. That guy's got a foul mouth.
Also a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juan Patrick Harris is a nice guy though. I thought.
Amen.
What's something that you have bought late night under any type of influence or not that is a waffle bot like purchase?
Oh, a waffle bot like purchase. What? Not this, but what have you bought that's like a robot that makes waffles?
I'm gonna go ahead and say I once bought. I love to cook, and I once bought a slap chop thing at like 2 in the morning online, and it didn't work. It came broken. If you guys are watching this, the slap chop people, it's a complete fraud. I was very upset about this because I was so looking forward to it working and making quick salads and stir fry.
Now you're wasting your life making salads and stir fries slowly.
The slow way. It takes like a good 20 minutes instead of 8, according to the fake commercial. I'm the mother. Kevin is the mother.
How do you think viewers will feel about that?
Viewers?
Enjoy it. Yeah, it turns out that Kevin's the
They will
mother.
be
It's
stunned.
a flashback, and you learn that Robin was dating a woman named Kavina, and that she's the mother. That's right.
Gavina?
Yeah, I should have gone with Kavita. That would have been funnier, but I went with Kavina instead. It was just
That's why the bit
joke's
fell
not
flat.
funny.
Bit
The
fell
bit
flat.
was awful.
It was awkward.
Well, only because you keep insisting
It's
on
embarrassing.
dwelling on it,
It's
like you're
embarrassing.
doing right now.
You
That's
are
why
pulling
it's
the
so
franchise
awful.
into the proverbial mud.
I don't think so. It was
It's
a
not
question
literal
about how I
mud.
met your
It's
mother,
like a
not
metaphor
about our
for
movie.
like ruining.
He
the
understands.
franchise. Do you know what I mean?
He gets it, dude.
Like it's not actual
He
mud.
understands that you're not talking about.
So I'm not pulling like a
Like,
copy
you're wasting
of the
his
film
time. They're gonna cut him
into
off, and he's not gonna get to all
wet
his questions.
I think I follow you. When you made White Castle, what were the chances that it was going to become a trilogy?
Very low. So when we signed on to do the movie in 2003, it was a 3-picture option, which means the studio has an opportunity to do 3.
Oh, really?
If they want to. But the first one tanked at the box office, which everyone seems to forget, which is good that they forgot that. But the fans should really be credited with, they're the ones that went out and bought the DVD, gave it to each other. That gave us a chance to do a second movie. That did well enough to garner a third. So we didn't know, and it was actually even more of a sort of feel-good thing that these two guys are underdogs. The audience identified with that.
Not literal dogs.
No, he understands.
You
the
understand.
Dog. Oh.
So the dogs are underground for some reason?
I mean, we're people. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we're clearly Homo sapiens.
One never
But I
knows.
mean,
So what's left to do in the fourth one?
I'm going to be consistent with my answer on this one. I've always wanted to play an astronaut, and I really want them to go to outer space, to the moon, ideally.
Because Leprechaun in Space and movies like that, Muppets from Space, were so successful.
Well, the Leprechaun.
how dare you?
Any Muppet movie, my God, I would love to. We
How
should.
dare you?
Hey,
I'm incensed right now.
Hey.
I'm fuming. But not literally. Fuming means like being angry. It doesn't mean that I'm on fire. Like literal fire and I'm smoldering from the embers of my burning hair. I'm just fuming.
should teach a class in colloquial English to new Americans.